Western Australia is now in a war.
Entertainment venues and cinemas, casinos.
Everything got shut down pretty fast.
It's kind of a worrying time for all of us.
To an island within an island.
I think it's great being close.
I would like the ship to leave.
Everything special to me is in WA.
It's the year we'll never forget, even if we wanted to. Let's look back at where it all began.
New strain of coronavirus.
Word about this strange disease began to spread.
COVID-19.
As West Australians celebrated Australia Day, health authorities were getting nervous about a novel coronavirus.
This is no longer a localised epidemic.
The concern was people flying in from China's coronavirus epicentre, Wuhan.
Another 35 evacuees arrived here on Christmas Island.
WA remained COVID-free until mid-February. James Kwan, a West Australian returning home from a cruise ship holiday, became the first Australian to die of COVID-19. It wasn't until March that the panic began. Travel bans saw Australians cancel holidays and rush home. Supermarket shelves were bare. Testing clinics popped up and big events were cancelled, including weddings and funerals. Soon after, Australia locked down.
This should highlight to all Australians how serious this is.
People lost their jobs, businesses had to adapt. Those lucky enough to work did so from home. For the first time, WA closed its border. You couldn't even travel around WA. Only essential services were allowed.
There's nothing wrong with going for a run and having a kebab.
Cruise ships were turned away, and Roto went from a holiday hotspot to a quarantine hub. The city just stopped. Easter was unlike any other. People celebrated their birthdays in isolation.
Don't come. We don't want you here.
The Premier's hard stance was popular. ANZAC Day was celebrated from the end of driveways. But the tough measures had their rewards.
Indoor and outdoor non-work gatherings will be relaxed to allow up to 10 people maximum.
Weeks later, rules relaxed again.
Cheers.
For those outside WA, the hard border was less popular. Clive Palmer even taking the issue to the High Court. Even though restrictions lingered, for some there were bigger problems at stake. Soon, up to 100 people could gather. Then, even more. One of the only rules remaining, the hard border, the most divisive of all.
For the greater good of the community, I think it's the right thing to do at the moment.
It would be kind of nice to know if it was ever going to let up.
Locking out even those who call WA home.
We really just want to know when we can get home and see our families and introduce our baby to them.
7 months later, WA swapped its hard border for a controlled border. But as hotspots flare up, the invisible wall returns.
Unfortunately, while your aircraft has been in the air, there's been some changes in relation to quarantining.
There's no doubt 2021 will be another one for the history books.